Thanks for coming back to another episode of Real Talk with Bob and T. This is Bob.
And I'm T.
What's going on, T? How you feel today?
I feel good. How about you?
I'm all right. You know, I have a question for you. A what if, as you would say. Okay? So let's say that you were married before me for about 2 years.
All right.
Okay, and I asked you before why it ended, and you kind of kept it kind of vague and said that it just didn't work out between you two, and for whatever reason, and that the two of you haven't communicated since.
Okay.
And we've been married for over 20 years and have kids together. So I said, okay. And one day, you get a call from an attorney telling you that your ex-husband just passed away from a car accident. And he just recently changed his living will and has left you the sole beneficiary of his $250,000 insurance policy.
Oh, terrible for him. Oh, wow. Okay.
And he never got remarried, or he didn't have any kids.
Okay.
So what do? How do you feel about that? Do you feel obligated to pay for his funeral? Or to speak to his people that never liked you to begin with? Or would you give the money to his family? What would you do?
Well, first off, of course I'm going to pay for the funeral. I mean, I have the insurance money. I'm going to, pay for the funeral. I mean, as for his family, I would have to, I would have to reach out to him because you want them to come to the funeral. But it doesn't mean I have to have any further communication with them after that. And if he left me the money, obviously he left me beneficiary for a reason. Maybe he didn't trust them to take care of business or whatever the case may be.
See, all that sounds kind of shady to me.
Huh?
You haven't talked to this guy in 20 years,
Okay.
and he left you $250,000, and he just recently changed his his living will. Why did he change his living will? To make you the beneficiary.
I mean, he wasn't married. He didn't have any kids. Maybe he wasn't planning on getting married anytime soon. I mean, of course, once you have a piece of me, I leave an impression.
Oh, come on. What makes you
I leave an impression.
What makes you that special?
I should be asking you what makes me that special, Bob.
Come on.
That has nothing to do with me. He decided, he never got remarried. It's been 20 plus years. We have had no communication. And hey, maybe he did me wrong in the past. Maybe he wanted to make up for it when he's gone. I don't know. But thank you.
Thank you. What, to him?
Yeah.
Okay. So what you're saying is that you're going to pay for the funeral.
Right. I'm going to do the right thing.
Okay. So, you don't think his people are going to be like, hey, where she come from? And blah, blah, blah. And, why she paying for the funeral just out the blue? Haven't seen her in umpteen years.
I could care less what they think. I don't have to tell them that I'm beneficiary. Okay, we were married for 2 years. Somehow, whatever happened, maybe, heck, he never changed his next of kin. I don't know.
No, it said he just recently
okay, but what I'm saying
changed
is,
his living will.
For the family, maybe when he was in the car accident and he went to the hospital, maybe he never updated his next of kin. So, they got in touch with me. This is for the family.
So the family doesn't really, so basically you're going to keep the family in the dark.
Right, I'm not about to tell them, by the way, I'm paying for this because he just left me $250,000. I can care less what they think.
Yeah. Okay.
What would you think that my ex left me this money and changed his will? Or changed his beneficiary, I'm sorry.
Honestly, I'm going to ask you a couple questions. In the beginning, how you were so vague about what happened between you guys, and I kind of brushed that over. I want to know what happened for the reason that you guys got a divorce only after 2 years.
Okay.
And then two, you say you haven't talked to him for 20 years. and that may be well and dandy, you know. But the thing is, he just changed his living will recently to make you the beneficiary. Most likely, I'm gonna go holler at his lawyer.
Well, I mean, it could have been.
And just ask, you know, how long ago did he change his will?
They probably wouldn't tell you that. But the thing, maybe he, you know, was sick, or maybe he was living a fast life and kind of figured, hey, you know, I need to do this. I'm not married. I don't have any plans of getting married. So let me take care of the woman who took care of me. Or, I mean, maybe he was still in love.
Okay.
You know, anything is possible. But hey, like I said, you know, I'm sorry I'm that type of woman to leave that type of impression on a guy. That's
why I'm asking you what happened to you know, mess things up after 2 years.
Okay, well maybe, say I said I ended it because he cheated.
Okay.
Does that make you feel better?
I mean, I don't know. All I know is that he left you $250,000. And you say you haven't spoken to him in 20 years. Now, doesn't that sound kind of odd? What if that same situation would have happened to me?
Of course, I would have some questions.
Right, of course. And what kind of questions would you have? I mean, a woman that I was married to 2 years ago, for 2 years before we got married, all of a sudden just leave me that amount of money. What would you say?
Well, I want to know, when was the last time you spoke with her?
Yeah.
Well, I can't even say speak, because nowadays you have social media. When was the last time you had any communication with her?
Right.
And like you said, what happened that ended your marriage in 2 years? And I mean, I guess we'll never know why he or she left the money.
Oh yeah, it's not like you can talk to him and ask him why.
I mean, it could be they had a guilty conscience and they figured they were never going to get married again. So maybe they didn't have a good relationship with their family. So why not leave it for somebody who, you know, they felt maybe is responsible, who would take care of my affairs, and hey, give me a proper send-off. I mean, I'm not mad about the situation. Of course, I'm a little crushed, you know. Oh, well, you know, he's gone.
You crushed?
I mean, yeah, of course, you know, you've been with somebody for 2 years. I mean, you're sad to hear that somebody, people that you've known years ago that may have passed away, and you hear about it, you're like, oh man, you know, somebody you went to high school with. Oh, that's kind of messed up.
Not that you crushed.
Okay, maybe I shouldn't have used the word crushed, but you're still
I wouldn't be crushed about it. Go on.
Okay. You're still like, oh dang, that's not.
That's
but I mean,
too
this
bad.
is somebody that you had an intimate relationship with, so it is going to kind of take you back to, you know, those times.
Okay.
Do you think so?
Yeah, probably for a moment.
Yeah, I mean, a moment in time, you know, you're gonna have a little moment to yourself, you know, drink a glass of wine and be like, dang, that's messed up.
So you're paying for the funeral.
Okay.
Now, and the rest of the money you keeping for yourself.
Yeah, it's mine.
So apparently you're planning the funeral.
Yeah.
So you know his people know he dead. You know that, right?
I mean, I would hope so. Yeah.
So you're not giving them the leeway to plan or for their own send off of their loved one?
Depends on how the relationship was when I was in the picture. I mean, obviously, if I hadn't spoken to him in 20 plus years, I don't know how their relationship is now. And like I said, it must not have been a good one if he didn't go to his sister or his brother or whoever to have them take care of his final arrangements.
Well, we know they said that they never really cared for you.
Okay.
Okay.
So, I mean, hey, such and such, you know, I got a phone call that such and such passed away. You know, I'm gonna go ahead and.
Why would they call you? You ain't been around for 20 plus years.
You're not calling me, I'm calling them.
Hold on. So you're calling his people, telling them that you received the phone call.
Yeah.
So like I said, they would say, how is it that they calling you when you ain't been around for 20 years?
I don't know.
Okay.
So I'm just trying to do the right thing. Now, I'm not going to tell them about the life insurance money. That's none of their business. I'm willing to pay for the arrangements.
Okay.
You know,
Right.
if you all will allow me to, I'll take care of everything. What input would you like to add?
Oh, that's how you gonna come at it.
That's how I'm gonna come at it. We have a certain amount that we're gonna spend. I mean, if you want to add more to it, go right ahead.
All right. All right. Well,
I mean, what am I supposed to do?
I mean, hey, all right, that's what you would do. Nothing wrong with that.
What you gonna do? I mean, and the rest of the money we gonna keep.
Well, you know, if it came down like that, yeah, if I was the beneficiary, of course, I'm going to pay for their funeral.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that goes without saying. I don't know how I would come to the family as far as saying why I'm paying for the funeral after 20 years of being MIA.
Yeah, it's an awkward situation, but
Absolutely. It's definitely an awkward situation. And yeah, and then, you know, I don't know, post some look out for them, and that's about it.
hey, move on. It's been 20 plus years. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, you're gonna feel a little sad, but I mean, obviously they was looking out for you because of whatever, you know, maybe they wanted to clear their conscience. I don't know, but thank you.
Okay.
Me and my family appreciate it, and make sure they have a nice little send off, and you know, hey, maybe take them on a cruise and spread the ashes if that's what they want. I don't know.
Oh, is that what you're saying? They gonna do?
I mean, no, I'm saying we could do. Maybe that was one of their final wishes. I don't know.
Taking the ashes?
Hey, if that's what they wanted, you know, they gave me 250,000 reasons to make sure that they are at peace.
All right. Okay. So people, that's interesting. What would you do about that situation? And how would you feel if your partner, you know, that you've been with for so long has all of a sudden gotten all this money from an ex, you know, after all this time, and they say that they have had no interaction with them, but all of a sudden, you know, you heard that they recently changed their will to make that person the beneficiary of their life policy.
So let me ask you, would you
Solely.
believe,
Only them.
right, would you believe me when I said, hey, I haven't spoken to them since we got a divorce?
You know what? That's why I'm asking questions, because it would be just crazy to me if you asked me out of the blue, all of a sudden, you know, you became the beneficiary and you have not spoken to this person in 20 years. Why would this person think of you after 20 years? And the attorney just told you that they just recently changed their beneficiary to you.
So
why? Well, I mean, where'd you come from?
yeah. Now, if it was you, would you tell me that she just changed it? Or would you keep that to yourself?
You know what? I don't know. I probably would tell you all of it. You know, it doesn't matter. You know, I don't know why they did it. You know, whatever. And if I haven't spoken to him, I haven't spoken to him. But like I say, it just, I don't know.
So you still
It's
gonna have
Spidey
doubts
senses.
in the back of your mind, like,
Spidey sense is like, yeah, I might have that concern while I'm spending money.
hey, well, you can have all the concern you want, but
So
your pockets will be a little more heavier.
people tell me what you think you would do. You know, I would love to hear your comment on this one. You can always talk to us at realtalkwithbobandT@gmail.com. Leave your comments. You know, if you have anything that you might want us to talk about, we'll try to do that. Or you can also reach us on TikTok, Real Talk with Bob and T. You can reach us on YouTube, Real Talk with Bob and T. And also,
I think that's it.
no, something real.
Did you do Instagram?
Instagram at real _talk BT. Okay.
Boy, you send people all over the place, don't you?
Hey, you can reach us everywhere, and you can hear us on Anchor, and you can hear us also on
Apple,
Spotify, or anywhere you listen to podcasts. Real Talk with Bob and T. So, people, think about that question. And also, live, love, laugh, and pray.
Enjoy, y'all. Come on.